30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Winston. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Xavier McKinney in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A first down throw for Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. On the return is Jones. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On play action, Winston. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Winston. this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And Parkey's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
First down, Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Kaiser. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. On third down, Kaiser. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. This is the tight end fan. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Jameis to throw it. Completes it to Lee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Jameis now on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. To the air again with Winston. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Meanwhile, Winston's throw into the hands of Fan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going right back to Fant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Winston. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And right side, Henry's got it. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The kick by Parkey is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
6-0 our score after 1. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Kaiser's throw there taken in by Smith. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Kaiser. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he works free. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago! Kareem Hunt, 47 yards. And the Blues have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now Jones. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. They go play action. Wentz, pressure comes, and down he goes. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Kaiser. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 2nd and 4. Kaiser. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Kaiser. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Kizer. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DK Metcalf, 30 yards. And the Blues are able to stretch out their lead. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Sly on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 31, Winston. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Kizer now to throw on 1st down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Kizer over the middle to Smith. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
To the air again, Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Kaiser on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Kyle Van Noy gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kyle Van Noy, his second sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Final play of the half. Kaiser on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been Deshaun Kaiser who's led the charge. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 6 yards left on second down. Kaiser now. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, Kaiser to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Oh, now a running play here with Smith. And some room to roam now. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run with Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Winston. He completes it to Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A first down carry for Henry. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 2nd and 9. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Winston now from the 50. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. DeShone Kizer making his way out to the huddle. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. From the shotgun, it's Kizer. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. to keep up with your theme there playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. On second down, right back to Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Third and short yardage, Kaiser. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st and 10, Winston. This will go to Henry out wide. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it second down. Winston now. He dumps it off for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Winston. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. On second down, Winston again. A check down here for Henry. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. This is the tight end Fant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Again, it's Winston. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. That throw good for only a couple and brings up third down. Here's Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jameis again. And now Not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down. Play fake. Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, Henry. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll throw here. Kaiser. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They run with Hunt. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. They'll run with Hunt on second down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for our visitors, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.